Yo, she said normally.
Okay.
And then.
Oh.
Yeah, you get?
Yeah,
You get? Okay.
Vision.
Hi everyone.
Hello. Welcome back to our podcast.
This is Debbie.
And my name is Jenny. And. I can't
Okay. I'm like literally like, are you looking over? What? Okay, so today we have a very special guest.
Yeah, but before we brought him on, we just wanted to quickly talk about our first impressions about this person. Do you want to go first?
Okay. Wait.
I'll go first? I have a very specific one. That's why.
Okay, you go first.
Yeah. So I met this person. I think we were all hanging out, like our small group, we were all hanging out at our friend Cole's apartment, and he had like a game room in his apartment building, so we were all there. This person came late. And I was just minding my own business when our other friend Eunice was talking to this person, and she was like, "Oh wait, your cat actually looks like Jenny's." And of course I heard, I was like, and I went over, I was like, "Which cat?" Anyway, that's how I met this person.
No, we have to say first impression. Like, what was your thought? She's like giving everything. That's because you know that's like your first moment you met him.
Yeah.
But what was like, if you had to track back, like, like if you think about this person, like, what's your initial like impression?
Honestly, I was just thinking about Kat because at that time we met in January, and I had only got my cat in October. So it was like super fresh. So at that point I was like still forming my cat mom identity. So like just to meet someone else who had a cat our age. And also another cat that had like a mole on its nose. So I don't think I really thought too much about him, but I thought about his cat a lot.
Wait, but still you have no, you have to think of a first impression.
Okay, fine. Okay.
She's like, I have no.
I was like, oh, he's kind of chill. He's cool.
Wait, did this come from life group?
What do you mean?
Your impression of him, was it formed from Compass?
Actually, the first time I really met him, like we didn't talk that much at all. I think we talked about like similar interests, which at that time I was still kind of in the rave scene. So like maybe we were talking about that. I don't remember very well, but I remember thinking like, oh, maybe he's someone that like I can talk with. But also at that time, I don't think any of us were really that close either.
But we weren't. That group wasn't very close.
So I wasn't really imagining myself hanging out with anyone outside of church at that point either. So like to me it was just like, oh, this person has some interest. Cool. And Kat.
Well, I have a very specific memory that I remembered. Okay, so retreat, what is it when you did the push-up? I have to bring it up. Okay. Retreat, what was it, 2023? 4?
2.
2, oh, okay.
Wait, which retreat is it? Oh, is this the congressional?
No, was it?
2023, I think.
There were games where a lot of it was like physical.
Wait, I saw this in a video. Like there were men.
So like everybody, you had to do like, what you had to do push-ups, you had to do. It was only push-ups, right?
For that challenge,
yeah. It was very hard because they would make you do like push-ups and stop, and then like they would count.
They would say up and down.
Yeah, and up and down. Yeah, but each group basically sent out their like strongest warrior.
Was this person working out at that time?
I think he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
he was just.
If he wasn't and he won, that would be sad. I can't. Okay. Whoa, hold up. I have to build up, man. Okay, like all the guys went and they were doing it, and then when I first saw him go up, wait, did you have curly hair back then, right?
Yeah.
I thought you were a college kid. So then I was like, who this college kid busting all the oldies, right?
Maybe 2 years ago.
I don't know if you remember, but after he won, so like he won the whole push-up like with all the guys.
Wow.
And then,
Me and Redacted were the last 2.
Oh wait, I heard you guys talking about this.
Yeah.
When we were on our way to lunch. Oh.
Wait, but how many did you beat? Just one?
No.
It was one
whoever
measly
gives up first.
Oh.
So he was like, okay, like I'm done.
It's the young blood.
Yeah. No, but I remember it was like everybody was saying.
At that time.
Like 26.
No, but I remember like everybody was like shaking. They were like, and he was just like,
okay, wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was there someone that you watched and it's like they looked really obsolete?
oh yes, but I will not comment. They were like, and I was like, bro, it's an earthquake, man. Okay, so then I remember, I thought he was a college kid, right? So then you probably don't remember this, but then I remember him coming out of his room, like the.
Wait, like upstairs, like the top floor.
Oh.
Okay, you were the person?
And
That
then
was you?
And then I was like, oh, you won the.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, so 창피해. So that's why I still thought you were a college kid, because you were so like.
Oh.
No, it's because I keep a low profile at church.
It's because he thought you were boring. And that's why he was thinking.
No. I keep a low profile.
No, but does that change your first impression of me then if that was me?
No, we didn't really like
interact
too much. There.
But that was like my first, so I was like, oh, he's a cool like college kid vibe. And then, but then my actual impression was at life group, but I thought you were so shy. I was like, oh, he's so like shy. Like a little, because I would try talking to him, which I figured out because you thought I was bored. No, because I tried talking to him, and then he was very like, he was kind of like dodgy, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this man like something, right? And then at the retreat, at our compass retreat, we were in the same game team, and I was like, Isaac, and we were too.
Oh, we were on the same
but
team.
you were depressed because you wanted to be on the other team with Cole and June and like the people that he was close to, and then but we ended up winning. And then he's like, oh, you guys are cool. And I was like, Isaac. I was like, it took you that long? Yeah, but my impression was like shy boy.
Okay, so my actual impression, because you're talking about like your first name and your actual, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like my actual, the reason why I confused us meeting for the first time at Super Bowl was I think that was the first memory I had of you, besides like us meeting at the game room. But then that's when we talked about some stuff.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, he's mad funny.
Oh, okay,
Mad
okay,
funny.
yeah. Oh, yeah, you are funny.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I accept it.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, I feel like I have a very quirky sense of humor, and every time I threw a joke at least of the guys.
That's exactly.
At least of the guys.
Yeah.
그 틱틱하고
맞아. Yeah, so that's what I really like too. I think church boys can be a little like.
I think especially because maybe the girls at our church, they have strong personalities.
Do you agree?
Not strong, but like we have big personalities. Whereas compared to the guys, there are less men. There are less men that have as big personalities as there are many girls who have big personalities. So I was like, oh, he's mad funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's our info for our amazing guest. So
can you guess who this person is?
Who is this?
Okay, yeah, so I'm Isaac. I met these two over the past few years now. So I'm being proper for now.
Yeah, you gotta like let it loose.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my first impression is they're a little like not as detailed maybe. Mine's like short and sweet, you know, for Deb. I didn't think she could hang. She seemed like normal, like church girl.
Punch you.
Yeah, like normal church girl. I was like, you know what? Like she cool and all, but she's not that cool. But she cool. No, we cool now though. We cool now.
Wait, but what made you think that? Like,
no, you're just like, I don't know.
Like, you have to be careful there.
Maybe it's like when you're trying to talk to me, you're like, it's like normal topics. I was like, okay, yeah, like oh, how's
I can't whip
I know, but like if you whipped it out, I'll be like, whoa. I'll be like, whoa, and then I will whip it out, you know?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But it took a little time for the whipping to come, you know?
Yeah.
You only whip it out when you see someone do it as well?
Yeah, because I don't want to like start whipping, and then they're like, oh shoot.
Okay,
like,
I don't think you should do
Yeah.
that.
Oh, yeah, that was
I don't want to like bring out that side, and they're like,
a little like,
oh, whoa, like.
But wouldn't you
I'm
say
normal.
that like you just want to be yourself whenever you meet someone?
No, I want them to be comfortable.
Oh,
You know?
Okay.
Yeah, like I don't have to like.
Show all of that part.
Yeah, I don't have to, you know?
Okay.
Like I'm fine with just being like, we're cordial,
Okay, got
and
it.
it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. For Jenny, there was like some like
You be careful.
event. There was some event, and let me tell you, she popped off. She popped off, and one of our friends also popped off at this event.
Wait, who?
David.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Christmas party.
Yeah. There was a Christmas party, and then
Oh.
there was like you had to like dress like decorate your designated person,
Yeah.
and then like go down and do like kind of like a model walk. But like both of them were like very into it, which was great. I loved it. But I was like, whoa. Like these two guys, they got something, like they're strutting down. I was like, whoa. All right, let them do their thing. Like it seems like a lot. Lots going on. Not of them together, but like each individual person. I was like, whoa, each individual person, a lot going on.
I remember that event so well. But I feel like I already talked about it with you before.
But it was fun.
Also, yeah, I don't think this is the Christmas where I was at.
Oh, you weren't at the
Maybe.
Christmas party?
No.
Oh, you're right, because
Yeah.
you weren't in the photo that we took together, but you
yeah.
also weren't there, even though you were in
But
a
I wasn't
small
not in your group.
Oh, you weren't in a small group.
I wasn't in your small group, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What was going through my mind was, that was so not me. To be like strutting.
Yeah, I was like, well, it is you, but not in the public.
Not in the public.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But then I got chosen to just be the model. So like, I was like, 에라 모르겠다. 그냥 해. So that's, I was like, I was in a full send moment, I think, at that time. I'm gonna be honest, David went before I did.
Oh, maybe.
And then that kicked in my competition.
Oh,
my
I could see
competitiveness.
that. I could
And
see
I was
that.
like, 이거 나 지면 안 되는데?
Because that is David. David would just do it in public. That's
Yeah.
him. That's him.
And then so I was like, I gotta
Oh.
represent and bring it.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's what I
okay.
think I had struts where I strut.
Yeah. So I guess it was kind of like, normal church goal, like not normal church goal, kind of like if we're being very like
It seemed like you were like to both though. That's how you were explaining it. You're
Okay.
like, oh Deb, I wish you were more crazy. But then you get crazy. He's like, oh, I wish you were less crazy. He's like,
I mean, you're right, but like, okay, maybe it's like I got a certain type of crazy, you know, like my crazy is like it's a nuanced crazy.
Okay, do you
kinda
think
thing,
that
you know?
now that you know it's better, it's like it matches more your nuanced
What?
definition of crazy?
Your
Now
guys
that
crazy?
now that you know it's
Yeah,
better.
yeah, that's why I'm here. You
Or
know?
do you think it's like we're a notch above, or do you think you're a notch above us?
I heard nachos.
I think we have like that like crazy factor, but then you guys are like more wholesome crazy,
Oh yeah.
and then I'm more like
Yeah,
degen crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. But we're still got that like horizontally we're still the same crazy. I guess mine comes out a lot more when I go to like events or like
No.
EDM shows and things like
But
that.
sometimes I think about it, because like, you know how like I'm not in that world anymore, or
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I say I'm
You're not.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're actually retired.
yeah, I'm actually retired.
Yeah.
Let's say that like we didn't meet then and we met now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think like it would have been different?
I don't think so. I mean, cause like, I have plenty of friends at like think about it, like Seoul too, right? Right. But then like I still like get along very well. I just gotta know that these people can hang, you know? Like I don't like walking around on eggshells. So it's either I show them nothing or I show them everything.
Oh, I see it now. The way you go about it, it's like you only find out if the other person shows first. That means like you'll never know if this person had that potential to begin with.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Sometimes I let it slip though,
Oh.
you know, and then I see how they react.
Oh, it's interesting, but because you always
I'm
give
like
the other
fishing.
person
I'm fishing
the
too.
like, yeah.
Yes, you know, sometimes I got the bait on the line, and sometimes they bite.
Where do you think you are?
Hmm?
What do you think you are?
What do you mean?
Or
How do you think
you like a
people
slow
push
burner. You like kind of increase.
Yeah,
no?
I think so too. You
You
increase the
got like
temperature.
a linear increase.
맞아.
Yeah.
When I first see people, I like 낯가려. What's the word in English?
I don't know, Chinese.
No.
Just shy, I guess. Just
Oh.
No, but it's not shy.
Reserved.
I'm
Reserved.
really
Reserved.
Oh, I thought you were trying.
Reserved.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm just guessing based on context clues.
Yeah, like I think I'm like really reserved, and I feel like really uncomfortable sometimes if you're new. The more like proximity, so that's why it probably took me like let's say 5 times to see you,
Mhm.
just like visually,
Yeah.
for me to like approach you and talk to you.
Oh.
Like I need to be like comfortable like in the area with you first.
Oh, like
Yeah.
in group settings.
Oh,
see.
so I like rarely, I mean, except for like welcoming because I like they were like new
Yeah.
people. I like rarely go up to people that I just
Mm.
see for the first time. So, today's what modern dating?
Okay, yeah, so I guess this is like a natural transition into the topic of today and the whole reason why we even have our special guest. But the topic of today we wanted to discuss was the modern dating landscape as a woman versus a man.
Mm.
I feel like all three of us have we have very different experiences
맞아.
to talk about.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like you can talk from
From
whatever
Whoa.
you're going through.
whoa. What am I going through?
Whatever we're going through.
I wonder what I'm going through. Whatever's going on over there.
This energy.
Whatever this is.
Were we gonna say like, what's your dating style?
Oh, dating
yeah.
styles.
I
Dating
like-
styles.
Yeah.
My dating style, it's so different. I feel like it's
For
like
each person?
first date is different from like long-term dating, you know, things like that. Like I feel like when I'm on like my like first dates, like first few, it's like I want to be chill. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get married in like half a year. You know, like there's
Is
no
that
pressure.
what you want?
No.
Oh.
If it happens, it happens. But
In half a year?
if it, okay, actually that's kind of short. That's kind of short.
That's 6 months, bro.
Wait, so if it did happen, you would let it happen?
I feel like it, no.
Oh my
like,
god, we gotta pray for you.
Are you a couple?
what is that?
Like,
Remember,
금방 사랑에 빠지는 사람.
Yeah.
No. I'm like, I don't know if I've ever been in love yet.
Okay, if you're saying that, you haven't been in love.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think I've been close. I feel like I could have been,
Mm.
but I haven't been in love yet.
Oh.
And if I ever get to that point,
Mm.
I think I'm just gonna marry that person, you know?
진짜?
Yeah.
Like,
So wait.
I don't know if I've ever been in love. Like I've loved people, right? Like I have love for people, but I've never been in love, you know? Like it has to like grow, and then I have to like be sure. I need like
That certainty.
Yeah, I need certainty.
But the thing is, though, like, I feel like a lot of men, it's harder for them to reach that certainty.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like I'm like more.
That she hasn't come.
She hasn't.
She hasn't. She's
Yeah.
not
You don't
here.
know, yeah.
She's not here yet.
I mean, but my style when I'm like dating someone is
Wait, what do we count as dating? Like, are we in a relationship
on
or
dates.
going on dates?
going on dates and like trying to like more seriously see the person, right?
Courting.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. I don't know, but what I've been told, is that I am very considerate.
What does this consideration look like?
Even on dates, like whatever it is, like as we're going throughout and like whenever we meet, I'm like making sure that things are good for that other person. So I'm like considering like the different aspects as we meet or as we talk.
Oh, like,
Make sure
oh,
that
you're
they're
coming
fine.
from this neighborhood, so maybe we can meet.
Yeah, like,
Things like that.
a lot of times I'll be like, oh, like what area are you in? And then
Yeah.
I'll like find a place that's like not too bad for them.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, but is that just in like the first date sense or in all?
No, just in general. Yeah.
Ooh, I have a question then. Do you ever get to a point where like you feel like you're doing too much for the girl? You know what I mean? Because let me just say something, okay? Preface. I feel like I've seen so many guys who are like, I'm so considerate, right? Or like they just know that they're considerate and they're considerate in their being.
Mm-hmm.
But like there gets to a point where they feel like they don't get enough back. Like it's like emotionally exhausting for them at a certain point.
I think it depends. I don't think I've ever been like, ooh, I'm doing too much, because it just naturally happens, right? Like
it's
kind of like you're like kind of you're 10 years old, kind of like right. So like it just kind of happens. I can tell when I feel like it's not appreciated. Maybe
I think
that's what it
that's
is.
what it is.
Like, it doesn't. It's not like it's too much. It's like,
Yeah.
do they understand that I'm being like
Yeah.
considerate, and like are they also trying to be somewhat considerate
Back
as well?
to you in their own way.
It doesn't have to be like, oh, they're doing X, Y, and Z, but it's like, oh, like I'm sacrificing these things. Like,
Yeah.
are they sacrificing anything at all? Like, or are they just expecting?
Also, when it gets to the point where it's just like natural that you do it, but they don't do
Yeah.
anything.
But I think that's easy to sense.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's easy to sense. It's not like are we even? But it's more like
It's
like,
that, yeah.
do they like,
They appreciate.
do they
the
like
efforts.
appreciate it and respect it? You know?
Yeah,
That's kind of
I
thing.
agree.
Mm.
I agree. I was about to say like my dating style is very. I think it's been it has evolved
Oh yeah.
over the past year, but I think what I ended up landing on was, I think in the beginning I struggled with trying to tell them exactly my needs and my wants and my expectations going into this. And I always I would ask my friends like, how soon should I bring this up on a date? Like when we're in the first few dates, right? How soon should I bring it up? And I would always be like, but what if I say this is like too much for them? Like it's too burdensome for them to hear on such an early date. And I think I struggled a lot with that. So then I tried to be that chill girl. Like I'm chill with it. It's okay. Like it's not defined and it's been a while since it's been like since it's not been defined and I'm like fine with it.
Kyoko. Kyoko.
Do it softer, do it softer. Kyoko.
Kyoko. Oh yeah.
She loves you. Sorry. Anyways, what were we talking about?
Oh, that your dating
It's
evolved.
evolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was always thinking that it's too burdensome if I tell them this is what I want, this is what I don't do. I was struggling to see like what I'm okay with doing and what I'm not okay with doing.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need to draw that boundary for myself. I got to the point where I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna tell them like this is what I need and this is what I want early on so they know. So they're not thrown in for a surprise later. And if they don't match that energy, then that's fine. And then it's like it's easier, it's better that like we just go our separate ways faster.
Yeah.
I think it's taken a while, but that is my dating style.
And you know what they say?
What?
You deserve the best, queen.
Okay, why did you say it like that?
You said it so uncomfortable. He's like, you deserve.
Can you try saying it? Can you say it? Can you try saying it?
You deserve the best queen.
Let's say it for real. Say it for real. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay.
See, you can't even do it. Where's the example? I don't know. Yeah, but that's what they say. That's what they say.
Who's they? The
girls.
streets.
Yeah.
What is yours?
My dating style. Do I have a dating style? I think it's like similar to like friendships the way I grow.
Oh.
I think I like hesitate in showing
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
beginning.
Are you usually friends to lovers arc? Or like, what is it? Oh, what's the vibes?
I think she's a slow burn. She's
I'm like a slow burn.
So it has to be friends to lovers then. Like,
No, I think they're two separate categories.
really?
They
You
can
can-
be.
oh. Like, I feel like slow burn usually takes a while, and strangers are not like as willing to like invest when they're like not seeing that much progress. You know?
Yeah.
Which is why yours is like such a miracle case.
Yeah, it is. Because I think if the other person were like me
Mr.
and took
Fondue?
longer. Mr. Fondue. I think if the other person were to also be a slow burner, I don't think it would have happened.
Oh.
Yeah, it's because he was such a
like a bullet train.
Yeah.
Do you think if he was a slow burn, would you possibly like, oh, I don't think this is going anywhere?
No, I would have taken my sweet time. That could have been like years for me.
Damn.
What?
Like years as in like okay, to become official it would have taken half a month, like half a year.
6 months?
Yeah. For me to be comfortable.
Okay, so this is the thing. I told
Redacted.
him that like I kind of like the Korean style dating. You know how like the before you date, like the talking stage is very short for Koreans, and they have the whole confession. Only to eat it, like it's just like
It's
dating
like-
them, even though like they don't know them very well.
Mm.
And then like the beginning stages of them dating in a relationship are them getting to know each other more.
Wait, isn't that why they break up so often?
I think that's why they break up so often, yes. But I think in that sense, I'm kind of just like, I'd rather just go into it rather than go through a whole stage of like exclusive. Don't you think that you probably would have gone into that Emian stage, that nebulous stage at one point if you continue to be the slow burner that you are?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like weird because I'm not a person to be in that stage in the first place.
Mm.
But I think I would naturally get there.
Yeah,
if I'm
right.
so slow.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like that's like the weird thing about New York dating, or like maybe
Yeah.
modern dating. It's like exclusive. It's like I'm dating you. Then.
Yeah.
Wait, so what is your stance on that? Are you for it or no?
If I'm exclusive, okay. Actually, you know what? I understand. It's like exclusive. You want to focus on one person, but and you're basically dating them, but it's like, how do you introduce them to your friends? Like, do you put the label on them so that it's in their mind? Because then if you break up, like to your friends, it's like, it's an event. You know what I
Obviously,
mean?
that means at the end of the day, you just don't have a commitment.
I think it's commitment is missing when
Yeah.
you're saying that you want to be exclusive.
Yeah, because you're
I
basically
guess-
getting all the benefits of being with a partner without labels.
Well, for me, if I were to be exclusive with someone, well, again, I feel like my exclusive phase doesn't really like exist, but
Yeah,
I'm
you're
trying to
just kinda like-
understand. I don't know what. means, but if I were to be exclusive with someone, it would be like I'm considering them my partner, but yeah, maybe it doesn't make sense.
Wait, what do you mean? I think most people, they like have exclusivity like built up in their heads. Or no, I'm sorry. They have relationships built up in their heads.
Oh yeah.
So that's why like they're like, oh, I don't want to get there right there. Like even when you said like to your friends, once you put the label on it, then it's an event. Like, oh, we broke up. But at the end of the day, that still means that you ended things with her. Like, it's not gonna change reality. It's not gonna change the truth. So I think it's just like people like to go the exclusive route because they have this image of relationship built up in their heads to be something so much more.
Mm-hmm.
When it can just be something, yeah, you're covering my face. Kyo, can you just cover me, please? You know what I'm saying?
Cute. Okay, you can stay there. You can stay there.
What were you saying? Oh, so they have like relationships built up in their heads that like once you're in a relationship and you have to go see the parents and you have to introduce them to friends, that can all come later when you're comfortable.
Mm-hmm. Then what is?
Focus. There you go.
What is your guys's like? You guys would rather make a relationship official like quicker and potentially it being too hasty as opposed to having that period of exclusivity?
But I think it depends on how well you know yourself and how well you know your feelings. Because if you really don't, then then maybe you should keep that nebulous part of your relationship, but that.
Actually, that's true. So if I'm like thinking about it and like someone asked me to be exclusive, I would be like, it sounds obvious, but I would say yes or no, right? But if I said yes, then I would probably like, that means I would stop talking to everyone else. Which means like they should be at a point where I could be dating them.
Exactly.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And if I say like, oh, I don't know if I want to be exclusive, obviously that. But then that means that if I said no, I shouldn't be seeing them at all.
Exactly.
Oh, because but then the thing is though, like I feel like people have mismatched timelines. Someone's emotions can be like already here, whereas like yours is not there yet. Like 온도가 달라. Like.
But for me, I guess for me personally, when someone asked me to be exclusive and I like them enough, I would say yeah, even if it was like a couple weeks.
But you're not you know you like them, but you're not Actually, you know what? As long as you know you like them and you enjoy your time with them,
then I'll be willing to.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I think so
exclusive.
too. Me too.
Then it's like, oh, I'm getting to know them individually. I'm not gonna focus on anyone else.
So you're saying you like are okay with being in the exclusive state?
I think so, but if I'm in the exclusive state for like, a month, like more than a month, I think I would like make a decision very quickly.
See, that's what I'm saying. See, I don't think exclusive is actually a concept that works ever. Because
I agree.
Yeah, because if you are exclusive, like you said, it's like the intention is to be like intentional, right? And to be like committed to that one person. I think people who are in exclusive relationships are, again, they want the good things in the relationship and they don't want the bad things yet. They're not ready to commit, right?
For me, I think I would feel so bad about it. Like, let's say that the two of us were in a relationship and then like you were
like not together.
Let's just say I'm just saying for the sake of this scenario, bro. Come on.
He's like, well, this is gonna get interesting.
Okay. I'll give you guys some space. No, I'll give you some space. I don't mind. Like, we can like. I'll just.
No, come back.
I'll narrate.
Come back. Narrate. Let's just say that we're in a relationship and then you were to be like, or no, we're not in a relationship yet. We're in a talking stage. But then like I say, hey, I want this to be serious. And then you're like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm not there yet. Like, but I would be totally down to be exclusive. But then I think I would feel so like some way about it, knowing that like my emotions are already here and then his emotions are like here. 그럼 우리가 같이 보냈던 시간, like the however many dates that we spent together, however much time that we spent together, for me I see it as like, was that not enough for him to make up his mind? If it's not enough, then the time after that we become exclusive. It makes, and then he officially goes like, oh yeah, let's be in a relationship. 그것도 기분이 나빠. Because I'm like,
it took you this long, bro.
I think maybe it's the way that that if that's the way it happens, that is weird.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
for me,
Like
I
the
feel
temperature
like
can be different between the two people.
I feel like it also matters how it goes about, because it's like for me in my head when I think of exclusivity, it's like at a certain point, like you do a certain amount of dates, and you're like, well, are you like talking to other people now, right? And you have that conversation of like, are they seeing other people? Like, it's like if they're not, it's like, oh, like, do you want to be exclusive?
Oh, okay. So
It's
you're
like-
saying exclusive is more like a hone, like you're
Yeah, it's like
narrowing
more
it.
like honing in, making sure that like we're able to focus on each
Oh,
other.
I can see that, but you're not like at the
Yeah, because I
commitment
feel
yet.
like, okay, maybe this is also where things differ in our dating styles, but maybe some girls, they only like, when they're even in their talking stage, they only like talk to like one person or.
That's me.
Yeah, right? But I feel like not everyone's like that.
Well, you're not like that.
No, but it's just like I feel like in New York at least, like
It's
everyone's so fickle.
That's
So I'm not gonna get burned putting all my eggs in one basket.
That's what every guy says. Okay, literally,
But-
I have heard
Uh-huh.
it's really tragic when men put all their eggs in one basket.
Yeah, tragedy has struck.
But then, like, what is so bad about putting the eggs? Like, what do you guys do that putting all your eggs in one basket blows up in your face?
You know what? I think what it is maybe for guys, at least for girls, I feel like when they put all their eggs in one basket to a guy, they kind of like can tell like the trajectory of like where things are going and like
Oh, for
if
the-
he's interested or not.
Mhm.
But for a guy, he could put all his eggs in one basket for a girl, and then like the next day, it just seems like she's gone. Like something just like triggers in her, and she's just turned off, and then it's just done. You know, there's no warning signs. There might be warning signs, but it's hard for guys to tell. You know?
Oh.
So it comes out of nowhere, kinda, and you're just like, what happened? But maybe that's the same for girls too. But I don't know. I
I
feel
don't
like girls
think so,
can kind
yeah.
of tell like if a guy's really interested or not.
Because I think you guys are, I'll have to say, you guys are a little bit more consistent in that way. Once you
Yeah.
decide that you like this girl, or you have.
Yeah. There's no like once the decision's made, it's like okay, like I'm pretty sure like this is gonna continue.
I guess it goes back to like the saying of like, if you wanted to, he would.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's at the end of the day a coping thing, right?
Probably.
Or like a defend.
It could be. Yeah, defense
Yeah,
mechanism.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
But at the same time, it's like for me, it's like okay, I can talk to multiple people, but if like one of them wants to be exclusive, I would be
And
like,
you like that person's back.
yeah, like if they ask for exclusivity, of course I would consider it.
Let's say that you're talking to multiple girls.
Yeah.
Let's say there's like 5 girls that you're talking to, and
Oh.
let's just say, okay, let's just say that you have all the time in the world,
Yeah,
okay?
that's a little low though.
Whoa!
No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. I said no, it's actually a joke.
But of the 5, you like 3 of them,
Sure.
but they're all pretty equal.
Uh-huh.
Then, would you date whoever? Oh, this sounds so bad to the girls. I'm sorry to the
Okay.
hypothetical women, but like,
Uh-huh.
would you date whoever brings up the exclusivity question at that point?
I feel like guys should.
Bring up the exclusivity
I mean,
question.
it's tough. It's tough. I don't know who should do it, but I mean, if you like them all equally, of course it would just be whoever like stands out in that way, right? But I think also for me, I know that plenty of guys are able to like talk to and go on dates with multiple people at the same time. But for me, I feel like if I go on a date,
Yeah.
it's harder for me to like go on dates with multiple people, you know, because then I'm like,
hold up, whoa.
Wait, what do you- I'm-
like okay, let's say I'm talking to 5 girls, right? But I go on a date with one girl.
Yeah.
If I want to continue going on dates with that one girl,
Yeah.
and I know I'm like interested in a longer term relationship, I can't really go on dates with the
The
other
other
girls.
4.
Wait,
Yeah,
so your
but I still
definition
kind of
of-
want to talk to them because you don't know if the girl that you're going
That's
dates
what
with.
you meant by eggs not being in one basket.
Kinda. It's like hard for me to like meet in person with multiple people at the same time.
Right, because emotions get like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get tangled. Or also, like, I think that at that point, that's when you should bring up, like, I think we should be exclusive to that girl because then you start feeling guilty that you're going to see other girls while you're also seeing that one girl.
But it's still like early on, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the timing is just really early. Like you've only been on like a couple days.
That's why dating is so hard.
Yeah, and I feel like the baseline for dating is like you already expect the other person to be talking to other people. So I don't think guilt is like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
It's more like your mental capacity.
Oh,
It is. It's
yeah,
such a
yeah.
mental thing.
Yeah.
Like, dating is such a, especially in New York. I feel like dating is such a mental thing.
yeah.
But I feel like I'm always losing. Cause I go into it always knowing that I'm gonna talk to a handful of people. Sure,
Mhm.
I'm probably gonna go on a couple dates. You know how I like to say that I think I like to do things by rounds.
Mm.
Like I'm just finishing up my rounds,
Mm.
and I'm gonna take a little break,
Mm.
and then I start a new round.
Yeah.
But then like I pull my first dates like relatively. I try to pull my first dates relatively similar to each other. But then like I can tell from that bunch like which one I would probably go on a second date with.
Oh, actually,
And
yeah.
then-
I would say first dates are like you can do multiple.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Second and third dates,
Yeah.
once you
Yeah.
start,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you're like you
Mm.
can't do too many.
Exactly. But then I think like I know like most people they don't hone in on one person so early on, but I do it from like second date onwards.
Mm.
I
And
feel like-
I know
yeah.
that I do that, so that's why I say I feel like I'm losing because it's like a cheating game for me.
I feel like though, like okay, it's kind of like it's bad, but it's kind of like comparison, right? Because like you go, let's say not me, one of you guys are talking. Sorry, but let's say you guys were single now. You guys are talking to 5 different people, and then you go on 5 first dates. You kind of just choose like the 1 or 2 that you want to go on second dates with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it kind of like narrows it down every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a comparison thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's like not maybe like you can be talking to multiple people, but I'm like for me, I'm like very early on. Like as soon as I know, like I don't see like
Same, but that's me too.
anything more. I'm like, hey, sorry, like
Yeah.
I think we would just be friends.
Yeah.
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 I'm very very quick to do it.
Wait, okay, kind of a question related to that then is, if you're very quick to do it, what are like immediate things you see in a girl that you find attractive?
Oh, that hooks you.
Yeah, you're like,
That I like.
Like-
Wait, I have a question before
Yeah.
that. What is something in the girl that cause you're witty, you have a sense of humor, right? So
Yeah.
is that something that you also look for in a girl?
No, when I'm with when I'm
Really?
on
'Cause I
dates,
didn't expect it.
I'm very like
shy
friendly,
boy.
but like it's like I joke fight a lot with my friends.
Okay.
I'll just be like, I don't know. I feel like us like we like argue, but like
We bicker.
bicker. Yeah,
Yeah.
bicker. Yeah. I like bicker with a lot of my friends, like in a fun way, right? But I don't do that on
With a
dates. I never do
girl.
that on dates with like strangers.
Wait, but then that is weird if you were to bicker on like a first date.
No, but it's tiki-taka.
It is. That's kind of how I see tiki-taka. Not completely the way that we bicker, because we literally bicker like we hate
Yeah.
each other, but
Yeah.
I would still want like, isn't that a good signal of chemistry? If like your humor and her humor match.
But remember, my dating style is I'm just like all considerate, like just like 챙겨줘, kind of, you know.
But I think you know what it is because like for you that's natural,
Yeah.
but you're not showing all of yourself.
Exactly.
I think that's why you're like, I want to do more.
Yeah.
Wait, were you not
That's what I'm
showing it?
saying. Like, don't you need? I think you need to find someone that like matches you on that level.
Maybe, but I can't do that with strangers, man.
That's fine, but then like you do need to get there eventually.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
You know, I don't want to say this because like I don't want you guys to get it twisted.
Get
Like,
it twisted.
I would love to go on a date with you guys. Like just kind of like be a fly on the wall. Not even go on. I like
Like,
like
see
you. Like I want to see what you're like. I can't
No,
imagine
she doesn't want
you.
to date you.
Yeah.
She wants to like spy on your.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to like be a fly on the wall. Thank you.
Yeah. Wait, but honestly, my first dates range so much. It's like crazy range. Like some are just like we're like literally talking just like acquaintances kind of. Like where it's like very cordial and it's like oh like no like yeah. And then other dates like sometimes they just grab my hand and I'm like okay
Grab your what?
hand.
Oh.
And we're just like dating on the first date.
What
So
do
you just go with the flow?
Yeah, because I can match. I match really
Oh
well.
yeah, you said that you're a chameleon.
Yeah.
As a man, then, what do you think about physical touch on the first date? Are you for it or?
I'm for it, but I never initiate because I think
It
it's
can be interpreted.
yeah. It's
Oh,
also
especially
like
from a guy.
I think I think guys are typically more comfortable with physical touch than girls, and I feel like girls should have the say in the boundaries in terms of physical relationship. As you know, of course, it's a two-way street, but I think in terms of how it starts, I feel like the girls should have like the more to say because I feel like guys are dogs, you know. So like, they don't care. They really don't care. Right? They'll do whatever.
What is this?
They'll do whatever. Sorry.
That was for all the guys out there.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I see.
So it's like if the girl wants to hold hands, like I would almost never say no.
I think it's still for me, because I'm shy.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for me to initiate first physical touch.
Like for me, like I like do like minor physical touch and see if like they're like comfy.
Oh,
you know, comfortable.
just like you. Like,
Yeah.
You tease them.
Yeah, or like you know, you like hand on back and things like that, right? But it's like I know like some guys are just like too
forward with it.
pushy.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, and then like I think for me, because my like one of my priorities in terms of like dates is comfort. Comfort. That's why like I never almost initiate anything. Yeah.
Other than a little light pats or.
Yeah.
Little.
Little bit here and there.
Oh, okay.
So we have one question. Should I say their name?
Yeah, so we asked on our Instagram account if they had any questions for us to answer on today's episode. So we got a couple questions. Some we can just do like a lightning round of, but then what was the first question that we want to start off with?
The first question was, so for dating apps, why are Christian men so crusty? And real thoughts on dating apps as a Christian.
Ooh, I feel like talking about dating apps, like I talk about being on the apps during small groups sometimes. Well, we talked about it extensively last year. Even in this small group, like I do talk about dating apps, but then sometimes I feel like, is it okay for me to? Sometimes I feel that way.
Be on the apps?
To talk about the apps so open,
Oh.
like, yeah.
Oh, why?
I think it's just because like I know like people have very differing viewpoints.
There's no Bible verse that says
No,
thou
it's
shalt
no.
not be on the apps. You know, like
No, it's more so like
there's some stigma around
yeah.
it. Not anymore.
Not anymore, but then like I think because like church is more conservative, that's why I feel like maybe the stigma still lives on just a little bit in this realm.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair. I feel like as a guy, I feel like if you're like really interested in girls, I feel like you'll try to take care of yourself, like in terms of like looks and like personality and like making sure like you know like how do I come off like how you're perceived.
Yeah. Oh my god, I saw somewhere like 90+% of what guys do is for girls.
Where did you hear this?
I don't know, but I think it was like probably like some other podcast or something.
Okay.
And they were all guys, and they were like, true. Like if they work out, it's for girls. If they like dress cool, it's for girls.
You know what? I don't disbelieve it.
And then
Yeah, I don't disbelieve it, but I feel like even girls kind of.
Baton. I think it's
Yeah, I feel like girls too.
I
yeah,
mean-
I'm not saying girls don't, but I feel
But
like
I think
guys,
the percentage is a lot less
Yeah,
for girls.
yeah.
Sure.
Like a lot of what they do is for themselves, but also
Yeah.
catch eyes.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, it's for myself, but I wouldn't
an
mind.
added bonus
Yeah,
is
yeah.
right. But you're saying that like the guys is like solely more for the girls.
is what they were saying.
Okay, you guys didn't know me in undergrad, right? So I did like.
I've seen pictures.
Okay. Yeah, we'll show you the pictures before, but it's like pretty drastic change. But I don't know. I wonder. I just like kind of just got into it, and I was like, oh, it just like kind of built on.
But was
you
it
know?
for girls initially, like the beginning of that arc?
I don't know, because like I feel like my interest, like how interested I was in girls, didn't really change, right?
Oh.
But it's just like one day I was like, okay, like I'll just start working out. Like of course it helped, you know, it helped when I was interested that I had changed, and then maybe seeing that it helped, maybe that encouraged me to do more.
You're like you threw something out there and you're like, oh, this
It
is
worked,
catching, and you're like, oh, now I got this is what I have to do.
Yeah.
Oh.
But a lot of times guys compliment me more.
Oh.
I do get more, like if I go to
But
a
I
fest-
heard that like you men love it more when you hear the compliments from the guys more.
Okay, so you take the compliment as like a compliment to your like. Okay, so let's say I'm at a festival, I have my shirt off, and like some guy comes up to me, he's like, yo, you're huge, because you know it happens, right? Yeah, sneak that in there.
He's like so natural.
Yeah, it's like, yo, you're huge, and I'm like, oh, thanks, and then like I know like, oh wow, he's like complimenting like
pure
He
pure
knows.
effort.
He
Yeah,
knows,
yeah.
like that, like, oh, like this is like, oh shoot. But then like if a girl were to compliment, I'd be like, oh, like it just probably looks nice to them. Like,
I don't
Oh,
know.
like I don't know, like
Yeah,
what
one of those.
that
Yeah.
yeah, it's like, oh, if they say I'm huge and they're like a guy, it's like, no, I'm actually huge.
Oh, but do you also think it's because when a girl compliments you, she's saying it for a different reason?
Yeah, it's like a
I
romantic.
think it's the same thing for girls too.
It's like I'm compliment when a girl says it to me, I'm complimented in a romantic sense. I'm like, oh,
But not
I'm
like for
attracted.
your work and
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah, but then like when a guy's complimenting me, I'm
He,
like,
like,
oh
knows.
shoot, like I like
That's the
my
same with
muscles.
the girls though. Like,
Yeah.
they're like, oh my god, I love your fit. Like they notice all the tiny little details, whereas the guy's just like, oh, you look cute.
Yeah, yeah. Is the guy gonna be like, wow, that shirt goes so well with those pants? Like, no.
Yeah, no, they would not. If that's the case, then I would be a little bit like,
that'd be kind of.
He knows something.
questionable. You know something? Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know
Okay, so now we're gonna do a lightning round.
Okay,
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this question at you guys,
Sure,
and
sure.
then you guys have to answer yes or no.
real quick. No
Okay.
thinking.
Is it a green flag when the date sends voice messages? But I think it depends on like how early it is.
Okay, I say no.
Oh, it's not a green flag.
Okay, it's not like it's a red flag, but it's not a green flag for sure.
I wouldn't say it's a green flag either. Yeah, it's
I've
just
only gotten voice messages before first dates, and it's always never led to a
first date.
Because it's always been like, oh whoa, like what's going on?
Wait, I think I posted on my Instagram story for close friends at one point.
Yeah.
But it was basically like this guy had sent me a voice note of him singing a song about a girl who left him because I had left
That
him
is
red.
so.
Oh my god!
I
This
saw-
way.
Wow.
So with that, I say it is not a green flag, but
Yeah.
you're right. It's not a red flag. It's just why.
Yeah. But I also just am not used to voice notes, so I'm like, I don't need it.
Have you ever overcome an ick?
An ick? I don't really get icks too often.
I don't get X too.
Yeah. Oh, that's rare for. I feel like it's rare for girls.
No, but here's my
Y'all.
theory. Here's my theory. I feel like if you get an ick for someone, you never like them in the first place.
I don't think so.
No, because it's like, because if you really like someone, whatever they do, I don't think it gets to the point of being an ick.
Maybe really like when you're interested in someone, you could get an ick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like icks are so hard for me. It's like I can see the possibility of why they're like, unless it's like so out of this world.
But what if like there's like a pickle jar? And just like, I
You definitely
can't
saw this on
get,
TikTok.
like I can't get it, and then
Oh,
you're like
yeah.
wait, let me try, and then you're just like, oh, what the?
No, I don't.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what if there's like a banana peel and he slips it?
No, I would find that hilarious, dude. Dude, I'm all
Wait,
about that.
I almost
I'm
did
like,
that on the
dude.
I was on the subway, and
Yeah.
then I think it was a homeless dude.
Yeah.
I think he left a trap for me. The door open, and I was like, my foot slipped. I was like,
Dude, if I saw
What
that,
the-
I found it so funny.
but I was like, yo, what the? I was like, that almost got
I
me.
want to lose aura points right there.
I know, I was. Thank God, like there was not many people on the train, but I was like,
Interesting.
they left the trap. Okay.
I'm gonna go against the green with you guys. Have you ever overcome an ick? No.
I have. Yeah, then no. If it's bad enough for it to be an egg, then no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you kiss before becoming official? This shows too much of you though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think okay.
What
I
kind
think,
of like kiss?
What's a kiss kiss?
You know, yeah.
Okay, are you talking?
we're talking full kiss. What are you talking about?
Okay, focus. All right, we'll leave it at that.
Wait, what was the question?
Do you kiss before becoming official?
Okay, so here's what I say to that.
Yeah. So it's about mood and vibes.
I agree, but then my
Yeah,
answer is
vibes.
yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to show off. If a woman really insists on paying, should the man accept that or turn it down and still pay?
So on a first date,
Yeah, let's just assume it's a first date.
I don't think there's only been one time ever that I haven't paid on a first date. Like a
No,
single
but
time.
like, has a girl been like, okay, no, let me pay?
No, like she's like, I'll
yeah.
pay.
She's not
Okay,
doing. She's
so
not doing like the.
It's because something's happened and she felt really, really bad and she wanted to.
Oh,
So I was like,
then, yeah.
I was like, I didn't think about it. I didn't think about it.
But what if it was a scenario where?
But it wasn't like the first time we met, so that's why I was like, oh,
Oh, okay.
I wasn't, yeah,
But what if it's a scenario where, like, you know how like some girls,
yeah,
they feel burdened to not pay
Yeah.
if they don't like the guy.
yeah. I think like I do like I think like 2 or 3 time ask, and if it's like the second time, I don't remember if it's second or third time. It's like instinct, right?
Yeah.
But if they consistently insist, then I like okay, have
Go
that's
ahead.
fine.
Yeah.
here's my thing. You know how much? Okay, I feel like in theory, I'm like, oh, I can pay. Like I want to pay, right? But I'm talking about first date, right? If I'm with a guy and then I said, oh, like I can pay, but then he automatically like folds to that, then I'll be like, oh, what the frick, man?
Me too.
But like on a first date, yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be like, all right, I'll just role play with myself.
Okay, do it. Go ahead.
I'll be like, this is girl. I'll be like, oh, don't worry, I can pay. Be like, no, I can't do this. I give up.
I'll just be like, wait, I'll pay.
No, but then usually the thing is like, I'm just like, oh, can we have the check? And then I'll just put my card.
No, but if I'm like, hey, Isaac, no, can I?
I'll be like, no, it's fine.
No, but I think I can.
But usually no, they don't say the second one. But I'll be like, no,
Okay, let's
seriously,
say
it's
it
fine.
goes to the second one.
Okay, I'll be
But
like,
it doesn't
no.
go past the second
Oh, I'll be like, seriously, it's fine. It's okay. Like I got it. You can get next. I always say like, oh, you can get it next time. Yeah. And then if they're like, no, like sometimes you can tell because like it's usually when they're like physically trying to. If they're just like this, I'm like, oh, okay. But then if they're like this, I'm like, oh.
Go for it.
Yeah, we can do half. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
But that hasn't really happened. Like I don't even remember the last time it happened.
Yeah.
Like that they wanted to do half.
They really pay. That they dislike you so much that they want to pay.
Has that happened?
Okay, what about me? I think the guy should just, if she really insists on paying, I think the guy should just fold. But then I agree with you, like second or third time. Just read the room. Yeah. Right? Okay. So I think we have like, I don't know if this is a lightning round, but then we have a couple more minutes. So, top 3 facial features you look for.
Whoa.
Facial?
There's not too much on the face though. Like,
there's already.
How many? Like, they're you considering hair too, I guess?
I guess maybe not you look for, but maybe like if they have it, you're kind of like, oh, I kind of like
Oh, nice smile. It has to be.
I mean, I really like
Nice
a bright, big smile.
Something about the corners, the when you smile and you got the sharp corners. Yeah.
Oh, a nice smile.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm like, ooh.
You know, my brother has dimples on like his chin area, so I always found that so attractive. I was like, I want dimples too. Like we're siblings. Like why don't I have dimples? So not dimples. I meant moles.
Oh.
Did I say dimples? I said moles.
You said dimple. Mole?
Moles.
Oh.
Oh, you find? Oh. Wait, moles?
Hey.
이거 dimple 아니야?
No, like
no,
moles. Like literally like a tongue.
Oh.
Yeah, like even your little one. I just noticed that you have a. Well, I guess I never paid attention to your face, but.
I'm dead. Dude, Isaac's face. You should have seen. He was like so fed up. He's like. Who are you? I think eyes.
Eyes, yeah. And eyes.
Like eye color really gets me.
Really?
Yeah.
But I feel like
You don't got much choice in the Asian.
yeah, and the Asians are all brown.
No. But some Asians have like lighter brown eyes.
Oh,
like,
that's
I find
true.
them
Yeah,
pretty.
that's true.
What's
that's
Mr.
true.
Fondue's?
He has light brown eyes actually. So
Really?
maybe that's why I was like.
I got her.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
Okay, top 3 is hard to answer. Whoever asked this question, but I think that was
You
good
got
enough.
3 here.
Well, I answered
Between the-
2.
Oh, well then I like the eyes too.
Okay, the eyes too.
Yeah. And also the eyebrows can't be crazy, cause some girls got crazy eyebrows.
Really?
What do you mean crazy?
They got crazy eyebrows.
Like too much. I think.
Sometimes too much, sometimes too little. I don't know. It's just
He just wants a perfect girl, guys. That's all he wants. He wants a perfect girl.
no.
Oh,
Well, anyways, that's it for a lightning round of questions.
Oh really?
There were
That
a
was the
couple-
last?
I mean, there were a couple more that this person had asked, but I think we had touched upon it in the earlier
Okay. Oh,
conversation.
okay.
So like, I don't
That
think
makes
we
sense.
necessarily had to. I mean, he said, "What's an occupation you can't date?"
An athlete.
Really?
That's like a cheat answer, like a cop-out answer. It's so hard to be a partner of an athlete.
Oh, because they're like traveling and everything.
That's true. There's so many cheating allegations with them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think for me, it's just like it's something that we had talked about during lunch, but like I want them to be motivated, yes, and ambitious, yes, but not so that like it takes over their life. They don't have time to spend time with me or their family.
Like they care, but it's not obsessed. Yeah, I don't care. I don't think guys don't care that much.
Maybe it's just you don't care that much because I can think of some other people who probably do care.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be me.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on
Yeah.
our podcast today.
Uh-huh.
How was your experience?
Oh.
It was good. It was good. It was interesting. I enjoyed it. I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, I was, I kept it a little tame.
You
know,
did.
I mean, you did tame
You
it.
kept it
I
very
did. I started to I started to show a little more,
Yeah.
but I kept it tame in the beginning.
On a scale
Maybe-
of 1 to 10, how tame do you think you kept it?
Like 6.
Out of 10?
Yeah, like I had 4 more in the tank.
Oh, okay. But then I feel like from 6 to 7, 7 to 8 is like
Yeah.
way.
I'm starting to get wild.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get. Maybe if I ever return, we'll like.
Oh!
A podcast with a little bit of.
Yo!
Okay, if that's the case, then. Oh, she got too excited now. She has
Yeah.
asthma. If that's the case, you have to give us one of your Fridays or Saturdays, bro.
Yeah. Well.
We're not
All
gonna.
right. No. Well, yeah. We'll figure it out. Hey, we'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Okay.
We'll talk.
Our
We'll talk.
representative will contact you.
Yeah. Just you know how to reach me.
So we have a little gift
What?
for,
Wait,
for being on our little show.
no way. Wait, this is so nice. Oh my god. Thank you. Wait, I wasn't expecting this at all.
That's cool.
You're welcome.
Wait, how did you know I love sour candy? Wow.
Yeah, we just wanted to thank you.
Yeah,
so,
thank you. That
For
was
being
so
our very
nice.
first guest.
For our next guest, what topic would you want them to?
Oh,
Yeah.
good question.
His fate is in your
Especially
hands, bro.
because he was very salty.
Yeah.
Wow, what topic? Wow, no. Okay, yeah. I think it has to it's probably more interesting if it is like relationship related, right? Because that's like if you have like a guest, especially an opposite gender, that's like something that everyone can
I guess that's
answer.
true. I
Maybe
think you could also talk about like girl friendships.
you can ask him like, why does he have so many close
Yeah, why?
girlfriends?
Why?
Yeah, why? Why does he?
Well, I don't, we're like targeting him.
Someone can ask him that.
Yeah.
So yeah, for next week we will have another guest, and the topic, like we just talked about, will be.
Girl guy friendships.
Yeah.
Opposite gender friendships.
So yes, so thank you for Isaac for coming.
Yeah, thank you guys for inviting me as your first guest.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you for
Yeah.
accepting it, for real.
Yeah.
And we'll have you again. Okay.
Yeah.
With.
And yeah, I'll be less profitable next time. I'm setting the tone.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
setting
setting the tone.
for
He's like
the
gonna build
special-
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guests can't be too crazy off the
Yeah.
start,
Oh,
They have to
okay.
be normal. They have to be,
Yeah.
The guests have to be normal. There was some crazy parts still. We still had them sprinkled in.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
That was it.
I